guys, welcome back to Book Talk with Meg. My name is Megan for those of you who don't know. Hi, welcome, hope you stick around. If you decide to, do not forget to click the subscribe button down below. It'll notify you when I upload new videos. Today I am here with one video which I consider like super exciting because it is the books I'm bringing on vacation. I am lucky enough to be able to go on vacation to the Dominican Republic with my family, as well as a hiking trip with my sister for a couple of days before we leave for the Dominican Republic, and I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys the books I am going to be bringing. There is an interesting amount considering it's only 2 weeks of vacation, but there's a lot of traveling involved and a lot of beach reading. Therefore, I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing out on any books and that I wasn't going to be short on the amount of books I was going to have, because I really want to spend this time reading because I want to catch up on all the books I've been missing out on. So without further ado, let's hop on in. The first book I want to read, I don't think I really need to explain to anybody, and that is City of Ashes, the second book in the Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. This book has to do with shadow hunters. I am currently reading it. I'm at chapter 8, so I'm not very far into it, but I've really been loving the Mortal Instruments as of now. I think I'm going to make a video about why I liked City of Bones and maybe the other books in the series I've read, because I cherish them very much and I'm very happy to be reading this. Hopefully I finish it even before vacation. That would be great, but I don't know if that's going to happen. The next book I have is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This follows our main character, Lorna Jane, who has written different love letters to the boys she's loved, but has never sent them out until one day they are sent out. I don't know if that's on accident or not, but basically then she has to deal with the consequences of the boys knowing her feelings and just that part of intimacy being out there in the world. I have the 2 other books in the series, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to give it a go, and a lot of people really enjoy this, so I thought, me being a contemporary and romance lover, this book would be right up my alley. The next book I have is The End of a Story by Meg Hatson. This book, I don't know why I've really wanted to read it this bad, but I really want to, and it follows 2 characters who were best friends, and we kind of see the before and the after of the relationship. They were best friends, and I think they started to date, but then the female character kind of does something bad to the boy, main character in this story, and then they kind of drift apart until the boy has something tragic happen to his family where they come back together and try to fix what was broken. This looks like a very beautiful book. I've talked about this before. Sorry for the shimmer. I've seen some quotes on YouTube as well from this book, and I think it's going to be something I'm going to fly through, something that's going to make me think and really have a lot of emotion in it, and I'm very, 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 very excited to read this, and I'm curious to see what this author has as a writing capacity. These 2 before, but I forgot to. I want to read City of Glass and City of Fallen Angels, which are book 3 and 4 in the Mortal Instruments. Also, while I'm gone, I'm planning on at least finishing these 2 because they're pretty hefty, but I think I'm going to really be in the mood to be reading them, so I'm bringing them on my trip. The next book I want to try to read is The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This I have explained more in my haul, but if you haven't seen it, basically, this book is about our main character who does not want to go into this school of magic. He wants to try to fail the entrance exam, and his dad has always warned him to fail it because he doesn't want anything to do with magic, but he kind of fails at failing, and then the plot takes off from him actually being in this magic school. This makes me think a little bit of Harry Potter, which I really enjoy, and this is a middle grade series. More books that don't really need explaining, but that I really, 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 really want to read during my stay on the beach is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters and Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, which are part of Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. It is book 2 and 3. The next book I want to read is actually a shocker personally that I have not read it yet, and that is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This is more of a road trip novel. I haven't read too much into the synopses because I feel like it gives away a lot of the plot when it comes to more contemporary romance books. But I think this has to do with a road trip, a relationship. I know it has like playlists in them that you can actually listen to while you read the book, which I think would be an interesting way of going about it, and it definitely feels like a beach read to me, so I am bringing it with me and hoping to read. The next book I want to read is While It Lasts by Abby Kleins. This is the third book in the Seabreeze series. I started the Seabreeze series. I absolutely love it. I don't know why I stopped. These books aren't super hefty. They follow, obviously, romantic stories, mostly like bad guy, good girl kind of thing, I believe. This one follows the main character, Cage, who does something, it's a DUI, and then he ends up having to work for like a farm, and that's in order to keep his baseball scholarship, and I think he falls in love either with the farmer's daughter or something of the sort, or they have a relationship. I don't know what kind of relationship, but I'm very excited. The cover's a little bit kind of cringy, but the series is really, really good. The last book I want to read, which is an ambitious read on my part, is Cress, the third book in the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I've read Cinder, Scarlet, both of them on the beach. So what more of an appropriate time than to bring Scarlet with me on my trip? It is a lot bigger than the two other books, but a lot of people say Cress is their favorite, so it kind of motivates me to read. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually get to it, but I'll try. For those of you who don't know, the Lunar Chronicles are fairy tale retellings with more of a fantasy/sci-fi element. They are very, very great. I really loved Cinder. Scarlet was also very good, but Cinder for me is like way up high. So I don't know how I'll feel about Cress, but I know I really, really love the series and want to finish it ASAP. So those are the books I'm taking with me on my holiday. I hope you guys enjoy. If ever you guys have any suggestions or anything else, leave them down below. I'm also probably going to bring my e-reader to read One of Us is Lying and also to listen to audiobooks. But I thought these books were enough to show about what I'm bringing on my vacation. Hope you guys enjoy and have a nice day. Bye guys!